Alright, so this is Ron John again. This is after jet cleaning. I couldn't even come this way last time. It was so compacted with all kinds of debris. This is going back towards the toilet. So I flushed the toilet 3 times before I started and it was already bubbling. So I know all this was backed up. That's where the sink ties in. That should pop us right to the bottom of the toilet there. So this line is clear. It's just completely compacted with, toilet paper, probably feminine products from the beaches. Number 2, just completely compacted. So it's a good thing we got here today. I'm going to run the camera the other direction now. So the cast iron actually looks pretty good after we cleaned it. That looks like a sink tie-in possibly for next door. This cast iron looks really good. What I'll do is I'll run down to where it combos into the main and then we'll check the flow. See how she's flowing. Because once we got through this section last time, everything was good. We couldn't even see any of this through here. All this was just under debris. So for cast iron, this pipe here, this looks awesome. Just have a little tiny bit of debris in there, but I'm not concerned with that. If you watch the footage from the last video to this video, somebody might have just flushed something because we've been through several units. Alright, so now we're at the main. So I want to see how well this line here is flowing. Just give me a minute, I'm going to get some water going through here. Where I'm putting the water in, I'm 50 feet from the main, so it's going to take just a little bit of time for the water to get all the way here. So yeah, I would assume 50 feet before we get to this main, the other businesses would be having issues as well, just because we found so much debris inside of that line that's it's just kind of sitting in there. I think the cast iron is probably holding up the toilet paper, and if any paper towels are going down there or whatever customers might be flushing, I think the cast iron is slowing it all down. So now that the water's clearing up, you can see we have excellent flow going into that main line. So probably what I would recommend is getting on some kind of a routine jetting schedule for this line, and that might be right before season and then right after season, whenever it's the busiest. I do a lot of condo buildings where there's snowbirds, and they have us come in and do a clean before the snowbirds come, and then we come right after the snowbirds leave. And they had issues with units flooding out with sewer water. So ever since we've been doing that for them for about 6 years, they haven't had any issues. So just throwing something out there is preventative maintenance. I'm going to go ahead and shut the water flow off now. That's into the main. That looks great. I'm going to let that drain down and then we'll pull back. Alright, she's drained down now. Now we'll pull back through here. If it's holding a tiny bit of water like that, you know, that doesn't terribly concern me. When it's holding, you know, half full of water, that's when I usually suggest to start tearing up the floor. The pipe itself looks really good. It's really clean. It's nice and round for cast iron. I just think all the debris that's coming down here is what's causing all the problems. Because our backup before, once we got, it was all through this section here. I think that's multiple bathrooms and multiple units that are tying in. But believe it or not, for cast iron, that's not a, I mean, we did just run the jetter through it, but that's not a ton of debris there. It actually looks pretty good. Another section of PVC cut in. Now we're coming up on those are 245s. That's right in Ron John. So everything's clean, everything's clear. Like I said, I get it set up on routine maintenance. Thanks for watching.